Yo, what's going on, guys? Trey from TH Customs here. This is going to be a two-part series of my 2017 arsenal that I am fishing with, and I've been fishing with since January this year. I got all my rods in, got the reels in, just been fishing since January. I've been killing it pretty good. First part, this is going to be all my moving baits, spinnerbaits, crankbaits, topwaters, jerkbaits, all that kind of stuff. We're going to roll through those. Start off with my Swimbait rod. I don't throw a ton of Swimbaits. I only use one rod. I use this as my Swimbait A-rig rod. This is my Dobyns 795 Swimbait rod with a Daiwa JDM HLC. This has got temporary, it's got my glide baits on. If you haven't checked those out, I'll put a link below. This is 7'9", 5 power, awesome all-around rod. Dobyns makes a Fury 795, and for the money, it's like $129. That rod is extremely hard to beat for swim baits. But this is my Swimbait combo. I've got braid on right now. I'm gonna be swapping this braid out for probably 20 or 25 pound mono. Braid is just kind of a pain, and it snaps when it gets twisted. Next up is my jerkbait rod. Used this a ton this year. We went to Lake St. Clair, fished smallmouth. I've been throwing jerkbaits back home here since January, February, March, April. We've had that crazy up and down weather. But for my personal taste, this is my jerkbait combo. This is a Dobyns 704 CB, 7'4". It's a 7'4" power. It is a medium mod fast. I like a moderate fast, so when you're jerking the bait and they whack the jerk bait, you're not ripping the hooks away from them. I've got it paired with a Daiwa Steez SV from Japan. This is a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio, throwing on 10-pound Seagar. I think it's either 10-pound or 12-pound Seagar Senshi mono. Throwing my Smalley Smasher pink jerkbait, but this is the 704 CB killer jerkbait rod. It's a little bit long for some guys. You can get a 684, so you're not smacking the water, but I haven't had any issues yet, and you know, it works for me. Next up is gonna be my favorite, probably frog combo. As you know, I love throwing frogs. I posted that top 3 frogs. This is probably my favorite frog. This is a Dobyns Champion 736, 7'3", 6 power rod. This is a heavy, extra fast action, paired with a Daiwa JDM HLC. This was a 6'3 to 1. I swapped out gears to 7'3 to 1 so I could get faster line pickup and put a bigger handle on it. This is a 90mm Daiwa Eyes from Japan as well. Soft tip. It is great for skipping baits, but it has a ton of backbone. You know, I throw frogs, grass, open water, around docks, all that kind of stuff, and I love having a powerful rod to winch them out. But this is the frog combo. This is my true tungsten that I talked about that you can't find anymore. Gonna get some more here soon, hopefully. And another frog combo, because you can never just have one. This one is a little bit lighter power for smaller frogs. This is a 735C. So this is a step down from that one in power. This is a 5 power, whereas that one's a 6 power. Same thing, medium heavy, extra fast action. Soft tips for skipping, you know, under laydowns and stuff. I'm throwing a little bit smaller. This is where I'm throwing the Teckle Sprinker and some other like Boda frogs. This is paired with a Daiwa Pixie Type R, 6'8 to 1 gear ratio, 50-pound braid. This is just a fun frog and reel. It doesn't have a ton of line capacity, so I'm not making really long casts. This is more of my enclosed quarters, lighter duty, a little bit more open water, stuff like that. It's been working great for 4 years for me. Next up is my Squarebill rod. This is probably one of my most favorite combos. As you can see, this is a 2nd gen This is before the XP Champions came out. Paired with a Daiwa TZ Eyes. This is a 5:7 to 1 gear ratio. I have to put more line on it. I usually throw 15 pound, either Lake Fork Hybrid, that Power Silk stuff, or I'm throwing 17 or 20 pound Seaguar Senshi, since that's a really thin line. This is a 705 CBMF glass. This is a medium heavy mod fast action. It's kind of that E-glass blend. As I said in my jerkbaits, I like to have a softer rod when I'm throwing those moving baits, you know, Squarebills, jerkbaits, the treble hook baits. I like to have a soft action so you're not ripping the hooks out of their mouths. It's just my favorite rod. I mean, I've caught so many fish on this rod. My partner and I won a boat a couple years ago when I was throwing this, so I just, you know, it's hard to get away from this rod. It just feels too great in my hand. So this 705 CBMF glass. This one is also a 705 CBMF glass, but this one is the Champion XP. I also throw Squarebills on this one as well. Paired with a Daiwa Steez Namiki from Japan. This is a 6:3 to 1 gear ratio reel. That one is 5:7 to 1, so it's just a slight faster. I've got S-crank swerves I'm throwing on this one. I'm also throwing my wake bait on this one. It's just a great combo for throwing that wake bait, 6:3 to 1, a little bit faster ratio for it. But this is the Steez Namiki 705 CBMF glass, 7 foot 5 power rod. Awesome rod, 15 pound line again. Pretty killer. I put covers on all my rods. I put covers on all my reels. You know, when guys are spending $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 on stuff, a couple bucks to protect them is definitely well worth it. On to my deep cranking combo. I haven't really used it too much this year. I've been fishing pretty shallow, so this is an 805 CB Randy Maccabee. It's an 8 foot 5 power. I am throwing it on my Daiwa M Ito. It's a round reel, but it's very small. It is a 5:7 or 5:3 to 1 gear ratio. 12 pound line. This is throwing my like 6XDs, 10XDs, duo 15As, 20As. Awesome freaking rod for deep cranking. You're not fighting the baits a ton with this rod. If you're throwing more like 10XDs, you probably want to bump up to the 806. Just a little more power. But this is great for DD22s. Most of your deeper baits that you want to throw. Until you get to the 10XDs and the really dredgers, I would step up to the 806. This is my only Savvy that I own, which is a little crazy because they make a great rod, but now they only make the micros. So this is a 703C micro Savvy, and I am throwing spinner baits. I'm throwing chatterbaits on it. If you haven't seen the post from Omega, we have a new chatterbait coming out. This is the one of the prototypes I've been running for a few months. This will be out in a couple weeks, hopefully. I'm just getting some final stuff done. It is a sweet, sweet bait, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. This is 7'3". It's got the micro guides. It's got the small guides. Just helps the line slap. It, you know, lays it down a little bit better. This is the new Steez A. This is a 6'3 to 1. I swapped out the handle. This is the ZPI handle. This is a 92 millimeter handle to get me more leverage. I think it comes with a 90 millimeter, but I just swapped it out. This handle takes the reel from 6.7 ounces down to 6.1, 6.2 ounces with the eye cork knobs and the carbon handle. 6'3 to 1. Perfect for throwing chatterbaits, spinner baits. It's not too fast, not too slow. This reel's got a ton of power to it. Great, great reel. I've been using this for a few months now. since they came out. Killer combo though, 703 Savvy and the Steez A. And last but not least is my Topwater popper combo. This is a 705 CB. So it's a 7'5" power. It's similar to my Squarebill rods, but this is the graphite version and not the glass version. It's got a thinner blank. It is super light combo. This is a medium heavy mod fast paired with the it's new to me. It came out late last year. Steez T-Wing. This is a 7-to-1 gear ratio Steez T-Wing. Pretty much all I'm throwing is my poppers. I'm throwing walking baits. I'm throwing duo poppers. This is awesome. You can throw rattle traps on it. You can throw jerkbaits on it. You can throw Sammys, Stacy's. Paired with this reel, it is incredible. This thing is a casting machine. It is light. It is powerful. The only thing I'm probably going to do is upgrade the handle, as it's a little too short for my liking. I might bump it up to a 92 millimeter handle. Other than that, these are my moving bait combos. I carry most of them in the boat just because I've been doing really well lately with a ton of the moving baits. The poppers caught a ton of good fish. Squarebills have been catching fish, and the Chatterbait that I've been testing has been catching a majority of fish lately. Check us out, guys. I will have our vertical combo stuff done soon. Check us out on Instagram. Go like us on Instagram. Go like us here. Shoot us a comment down below what you guys think, what you guys want to see. I'm always trying to improve the YouTube channel, so we'll talk to you guys later.